Hey, Easy Agent Pros. I've got Mike here from Sniply. We're going to be diving into a tactic that basically takes blog posts that you're already sharing on Facebook and Twitter and probably not getting much from. I know a lot of you aren't. We did a study a little bit ago and saw that there weren't many comments or likes on that stuff. So Mike here is going to show us what we can do with this content instead to get more leads from it. So welcome to the show, Mike.
Hi, Tyler. Thanks so much for having me, and hello, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. So let's get right into it. So you have this product where basically people can find a blog post that other people would like, and then it adds a call to action on their site to it. Is that basically what it does?
That's right. And the idea came about when we started to notice people are sharing content all the time. You've done it. I've done it. Especially as an agent, we're sharing links about the market, pricing, crime rates in certain neighborhood. But oftentimes we don't write those blog posts. We don't write those articles. Maybe it's CNN, maybe it's CBC. And so what do we get out of sharing articles? And we all do it, but at the end of the day, what's the return on investment? How do I generate leads by sharing other people's articles? And that's what our product is all about. Sniply lets you add your own branding, your own little photo, and your own message. Most importantly, a link back to your own landing page on the article that you share so that you can actually generate conversions by sharing links.
That's cool. So let's break that down. So people can find a post that might go well in their audience, maybe help them out understanding home prices or something, and then they put it into your platform, and then what happens?
And that's right. So if you've ever used any kind of link shortener before, it actually takes a long link and turns it into a small link. So instead of the full URL that you might get from an article, Sniply turns it into a unique link that looks something like snip.ly/abcd. What's unique about that link is that anyone clicking on that link will see a special version of that page with your branding and your call to action inside. So you're obviously not altering the original CBC website, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not hacking into other people's articles or anything like that. You're generating a unique link whereby anyone that clicks on that link sees not only the article, but also your call to action inside. So it's really for your followers and your audience, and it's really great for lead generation.
That's really cool. So let's make this applicable to these people listening. So while you were talking, went to Zillow, and I found a blog post here saying like the 5 best tips for selling your home in fall. So let's say I'm an agent here in Kansas City. What would I do with that article? So I can get my own branding on there. What would the link be that you'd suggest, and what branding would you suggest on that type of thing?
Right. So traditionally, you find this great Zillow article, you want to share it. But what happens if you share it is
Zillow gets traffic and everything.
Straight to Zillow.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that, right? And so what you do with Sniply is you take that Zillow article link, you put it into Sniply. Of course, assuming you've set up your call to action, set up the button to link back to your landing page, Sniply converts that Zillow link into a Sniply link that looks something like snip.ly/abcd. So instead of sharing the original Zillow.com/article/whatever, you share the snip.ly, what you get is they land on the Zillow article, but it's not like the original Zillow article. At the bottom or at the top in the corner, wherever you choose to place it, there's a photo of you, your brand, your logo, your pretty face, whatever you choose to put there, along with a message that says, hey, if you're looking to sell your home, contact me or visit my landing page to get an appraisal on how much.
So does that button can that have like their phone number, or can that link to like a seller landing page? Is there any limitation on that?
So it's extremely flexible. It can link to a phone number, it can link to a landing page, it can even be a form. So you can capture email addresses right there on the spot as well.
That's cool. So like what percent of people that maybe click the link then end up actually filling out a form or clicking back to your landing page?
So we've seen anywhere between 1% to 10%. So that's actually quite good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The reason for that is because they clicked on the link because they care about it. They care about the article. They want to know about the 5 tips to sell your home. So they're actively looking for a solution. And then, of course, your call to action is the solution. That's why the conversion rates we've seen is quite healthy.
That's cool. So let's I'll hop over to my computer right now and sort of walk people through how to do a buyer and seller thing with Sniply, and so that they can see step by step how to do it. Welcome over to my computer here. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to use Sniply very quickly. So we're on Zillow. I'm going to head over to their blog section, which is under More, and then Zillow blog. And their tips and advice section is fantastic for Sniply. You'll see the first one we have here is 5 tips for first-time home sellers. I'm going to copy that, head over to Sniply, paste it right in there, click snip, and we're good to go. I'm going to change this. This is more of a buyer one. Let's see. Want to know home worth. There we go. And learn for free. And then I'm going to go over to my lead site and I'm going to check out my home value page right here. And the cool thing about this is that all is going to go into our back-end lead dashboard so that these people can just, they'll be followed up with right in our lead dashboard here. And you can sync it with Top Producer, HubSpot CRM, Follow Up Boss, Wise Agent, MailChimp, Get Response, and Constant Contact. So what you can do is this snip, when they click this, they'll head right back on over to their seller landing page and then into your back end. It's a really cool way to do this. So basically, you just click snip, and it's going to give you a custom link. You copy that, you head over to Facebook, and you share it away, and you're good to go. Let's do one more. We'll do a buyer one quick. I'm going to click new link, head over to Trulia, and I'm going to check out their blog, see if they have anything interesting. Let's see if I can find a buyer one. Right here, 10 rookie mistakes. This is a perfect one. Like, this would be a perfect one for you to boost on Facebook or something. So I paste it right there. Now, obviously, this is about buyers, so I don't want, a seller thing down there. So I'm going to do need help finding the perfect home? Let's talk. There you go. It's just that simple. Click snip. It's going to link to my lead site by Easy Agent Pro. This one I have going to my schedule page, which is a nice landing page that you can send people to. You can also send people to a neighborhood specifically on your lead site, and that will convert really well. Or a buyer's guide. You can say, get my exclusive buyer's guide, and you can send them to this page that's locked down and get leads that way. All of it goes to your back end directly. Great way to use Sniply and lead sites together. So you just copy that link and share it on social, share it on Buffer, share it on Hootsuite, share it on LinkedIn. You're really good to go. You can run ads to it or whatever. So let's hop back over to the interview. Cool. So welcome back. Hope you learned something from that quick demo. Let's get into some pro tips and way to take this, further and better in your real estate company. Mike, do you have any tips for what people could do once they share this link on their Facebook page to get it to go farther or something?
Yeah, so Sniply link is just a link. Just like any other link, it's up to you to make sure that that link gets discovered. Of course, you can simply share it on Twitter or Facebook and wait for your followers to find it. But there are a number of things that you can do to extend the reach of that. Facebook ad, promoting the post is a great example. Of course, traditionally, if you promote a Zillow article, you're literally investing in your competitor's success. You don't get anything in return, and it costs you money to put that Zillow link in front of your potential prospects. So with Sniply, it makes sense to do stuff like that. You can extend the reach of your post. You can boost the ad, even if it's a Zillow article, but because it has your branding and your call to action inside, you know that it's quality content, because Zillow probably spends a lot of money producing quality content. That's something you can't deny. There's some great stuff on there that people like to read and like to click on. So you take the attractiveness of their article and promote it along with your own call to action through a number of tools that Facebook offers, like ad boosting.
That's cool. So you could basically take your Sniply link that has your call to action for your CMA or for your form, and then once it's on your Facebook page, you just click the boost button for $10, and you could get 100 more people. It might be 200 depending on which neighborhood you're in, to that actual page, and then the conversion sort of works out where that'll generate leads for you. So that's pretty cool. The other thing I like about that we've been noticing lately is that when you share content on social media, it tends to get a fifth or a fourth of the cost of sharing and paying for landing pages to get clicks. Just because on Facebook, people they're scrolling through their news feed on their phone, and I'm 10 times more, probably 5 times more likely to click a link that's about an article than I am to click a link that's about a landing page. And I think that's where agents can take this 3 to 4 times further, is that you with Sniply have given them the ability to turn anyone's content into a landing page for their business. And they can get, we're seeing on Facebook 4 to 5 times cheaper clicks to things that are articles rather than things that are, actual landing pages.
Right. You're absolutely right on that. People aren't aren't really that excited to click on your landing page if you're
Right.
just sharing a link that says, hey, come to my landing page, give me business. That's not what people do on social media. People are on their news feeds and their timelines to look for content. They're looking for interesting things to read. And more importantly, they're looking for things to share. How often do you
Yep.
think people are going to read your landing page and be like, wow, this is a great landing page. I'm going to share this with all of my fans and family and friends. So what makes Sniply really powerful is not only do you get your call to action on a great piece of content, you may pay for ad boosting, but when that gets shared, that's virality. That's free. You don't pay a dime for that content. Every time they share it, it exposes it to their maybe 400 or 500 friends, and so that goes on and on and on beyond your initial primary network.
Yeah, and that's where like the real money's made with this tactic. So thanks for breaking this down today, Mike. I hope some people check out your platform. I know there's a free version that they can probably get started with, and then really reasonable pricing after that. So I really encourage people to go just check it out. It's snip.ly. There's no .com on there. We'll link it up in the video and everything. Is there anything else people should take a look at while they're there?
There's a lot of interesting features, and I'm not going to go over all of them, but once you get into it, there's a lot of customization features that can really make that little bar, little snippet look like your brand. You can change everything from color to different themes. As I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have to be a button. It could be a form. It could be an image. And so there's a lot of flexibility in terms of adapting to your specific strategies and lead generation. On a more advanced level, for those who are technically savvy, you can integrate third-party code in there, so you can include live chats on page. So imagine that, being able to live chat with people reading a Zillow article. And so a lot of those things you'll explore at snip.ly. And of course, anyone can always reach me. I'm just Michael at snip.ly. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions on how you can integrate Sniply into your strategies.
Sounds great, Mike. So thanks for hopping on the show today and sharing your platform and everything. I think agents are going to find this really interesting and do some cool things with it. So thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you, everyone.
All right. See you.